Hi everyone. I'm here today to talk about the 3 key foundational vocal elements to bring as a public speaker, a ceremonial space holder, a facilitator, anyone who's in front of an audience in a leadership kind of position who has that sacred role, that sacred responsibility. There are 3 things to do right off the bat with your voice that will amplify and ensure the success of whatever the event is and everyone in that room that you are there to serve. Step number 1. Receiving a breath with an audible sigh. Inviting your audience, inviting the people in the room to receive a breath, not take a breath. We are out of this taking mentality. Receiving, it is a gift, yes? Receive a breath, and then, now what is the difference between and this? When you give your audience the opportunity to actually externalize whatever vibration may be in their system by putting sound to it, sound and vibration are the same thing, the amount of space cleared in the room is exponentially magnified because whatever may be going on in their central channels, I'm not saying it's bad or wrong or anything, when you go like this, it actually gets it out, it clears it in the room. Therefore, there's more availability for God. There's more creator, spirit, whatever word works for you. There's more spaciousness for the muse, for all of the help that you're getting ready to call in to actually be present. So, breath, number 1. Number 2, acknowledge the land that you are on and the indigenous stewards that tended to it. This is especially important if you are facilitating or doing any work on Turtle Island. So, for instance, right now I'm on Nisenan land. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. Please forgive me if I'm not. But if you are a public speaker who is traveling to different areas, it is your homework to look up and be like, okay, so I'm going to be in Oakland. What is that? All right, that's Ohlone land. Great. Let me acknowledge that. Just speaking to it, even for a couple of moments, anchors the energy so much and says that you are there in a humble way. Says that you have awareness around the trauma that may be on that land, around the colonization and the wounds. When that is acknowledged, when that is presenced, and when you say, I just want to acknowledge the people that have been here for millennia, who came before me, all those who came, and stewarded this land long before we were here. When you humbly ask for their blessing and dedicate whatever merit may be generated from the event that you're getting ready to do to them and to their continued well-being, the amount of support, the amount of help, the amount of in the room will also amplify. And it's just the right thing to do. Step number 3. Continue that trend and welcome in, acknowledge, thank, and ask for the support of all of the unseen help, all of the guides, all of the bright, well, healthy ancestors. We want the ones who have really graduated to healthy ancestor status. We're not just calling in everybody. We don't want any riffraff in here. The energies and entities, the muses, right? When you create space for that, when you acknowledge that whatever room you're in is not just filled with human beings, good Lord, it is chock full of beings that you may not be able to see with your eye, but that are there. And when you take the time to say, I acknowledge y'all, I feel y'all, I thank you so much. Please be with us today. Please guide us today. Please show us how this may be of service. Please open our hearts. They will respond. They're excited. They want to collaborate with you. They're thrilled to be invited, be a part of it. And what this allows for your audience, for the human beings that are in the room, is to have a moment to connect to divinity. To be in what's the word I'm looking for? To be in like a worship type setting together. And when that happens, no matter what terminology you use, people's nervous systems calm down. People open up their minds and open up their hearts. Because when prayer is centered, when prayer is foundational, when it's there right off the bat, whatever you're getting ready to do will be so much more successful, will be so much more deep, meaningful, and make a bigger impact to the people that you're there to serve, because they're going to remember it. Everybody is out there searching for something to feel sacred and holy. Everyone is searching for divinity at any given moment. Everyone is searching just to feel better. What better way to feel better than to be in the presence of God, Creator Spirit? That's what we're all looking for anyway. So when you are in the leadership position and you prioritize that, when you say up front and center, this is our container, please help me, I can't do this alone. This is the best way to be of service to the group, whatever your setting is, whatever you're going to be doing. And I encourage y'all to try it. I encourage y'all to notice the difference when you factor this in, like non-negotiable up front every single time to your practices and to what you're doing. And I'd be excited to hear and learn more from you all of what practices have worked for you and how we can all uplift one another and bring more sacredness, holiness into every single one of our lives, every single one of our event spaces, every single one of our concerts, every single one of our weekend retreats. Bring this factor in. Bring this factor in with your voice. I promise it will be worth it.